We in the mix. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Back at you with another live stream. Got some interesting shit for you. Let me pull the program up so y'all can get a glimpse. Monday night play-by-play body cam review. All Facebook followers can join the YouTube live chat. Y'all can hit the link. Matter of fact, let me pull that up right now. Matter of fact, y'all stay right there. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put that link in there right now because I be tripping on that. I don't be putting the link in, and I be neglecting my Facebook followers, and that ain't cool. You know, that's not cool. So let me just hook that up real quick. Bam. And we in there. Now let me pull that back up. I apologize. Bam. All Facebook followers can join the YouTube live chat. Hit the link. You see it? It's right there. All right, so the program we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got a black junior G-man security guard illegally processing a white man's information into the system without his permission. Ain't that some shit? Black junior G-man security guard. Cops run up in the house and kills innocent black woman in Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all heard about that one? That's fucked up. We're going to review that. And also a black man charged with shoplifting. By law, should he have been detained or arrested? You be the judge. A black man in Walmart. He was arrested for shoplifting. That's the meats and potatoes of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all might want to stick around and dig up on that. But as you can see right there, that's the thumbnail. And look like they giving him some trouble right there. He's receiving some heat. Oh, man. Okay, so let's just start this thing off like this. What's up? We're going to get into this video. And it's the first thing that I said to you in the program. It's about the junior G-man black security guard who processed information without anybody's permission. Took the man's license and started entering the information. Y'all got to check this video out, man. This shit is crazy. And we loading up in 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
This young mother killed in an exchange of gunfire.
And here we go right here. We had the security guard right here who was helping this couple that just pulled up. And the volume is not too clear, but you will understand what's going on once this couple gets out the car. So as you can see right there, she just gave him her license for whatever information he needed it for. The license belongs to the husband or the boyfriend or whoever the man is on the passenger side. Y'all gotta excuse the audio, it's very low, so I'll be trying to interpret what they're saying. Here we go. He's asking for his license because he had no idea that he would be entering the information within the system. He's demanding his license. And at this point, the first time he asked for his license, this junior G-man security guard should have handed it back to him. This man is denied access to the owner of this license. He's entering information in the system. This is not even a cop, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing junior G-man work. The man's on the other side of the glass can't believe this shit. Look at him. He's typing this shit in. And you can see he's putting his fingers up to his lips, telling them to hush, 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 because he's the one that's doing the wrong shit. He don't want that shit to be out there like that.
Get me in the fucking house. I have my child in the car who was crying that he can get in. Open the goddamn gate. Get on my face. I'm gonna report your fucking stupid ass. I don't care if they can hear me. I don't care.
Now he want to point the cameras as if they did something wrong. Well, nothing wrong has been done by this party yet so far. But now he want to point the cameras. At this point, he wants to point the cameras and say, hey, we got cameras everywhere. Yeah, we got cameras on your dumbass entering the information illegally in the fucking unknown system. Wham! And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know the resistance. I don't advocate violence, but some people just have it coming to them. You know what I'm saying? That was a dangerous situation that he put himself in by taking this man's license and doing unlawful things with it. I tell y'all over and over again, protect your precious ID. Don't just pass it off as if it's a peppermint candy, okay? They don't get that. Nobody just gets your information like that, all right? Especially if it isn't a government entity. Especially if it isn't a government entity. Don't pass off your precious ID like that, people. Don't do that. That's just stupid.
Connected to QHES Galaxy S10, QHES Galaxy A11, disconnected.
Now he want to tell after he done committed the crime. He had no business fucking with them people IDs like that. No business at all. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, I don't advocate violence, but he had what was coming to him. That's on him. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I got a special guest in backstage, man. Somebody that go way back with me. I'm about to bring him up shortly. Listen, I want to shout out everybody. Shout out to We the People, Level Wise to See, Perfect Sense, Moderator of the Stars, Lake Speed, Free Church Press, Stop Injustice. What's going on? Salt Gang Boxing. What up, bro? I appreciate all y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all make sure y'all share this. Y'all know what I bring is the juice. And y'all know it's real. Hit the likes. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. That's right. Like it for everybody. I share this because tyranny and corruption needs to be exposed. So when I expose it, I expect y'all to share it. I'm about to bring my man in. He coming in real quick. About to introduce somebody that go way back. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? You there, bro? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little glitch going on, but we're going to keep it moving because I'm pretty sure he's going to get it together. But let's keep it moving. We got some exciting things to look at. Let's shoot down Georgia. Situation down Georgia, man. Sad situation. Police ran up in the house, killed the woman. Innocent woman. They had a warrant for somebody else, but they ended up killing her. Let's jump into that.
Gunfire as this young mother killed in an exchange of gunfire as deputies were serving a search warrant at a home in Camden County. Investigators say the woman was 37-year-old Latoya James.
And her cousin, 46-year-old Varshawn Brown, was also shot and is in the hospital right now. The scene of the shooting was a home on US 17 south of Woodbine. No deputies were injured. News4Jax reporter Janice Harris is in South Georgia and has been talking with the cousin's family members who say this doesn't make sense, Janice.
That is exactly what they're saying. We know that the two individuals are related. They're, in fact, cousins. The family says despite the information released today from GBI, they have more questions. Woodbine, Georgia is a small town where everyone knows each other. Word has spread quickly of a deadly shooting. This family is trying to figure out how their loved one, 37-year-old Latoya Denise James, was shot and killed during a drug-related search warrant. Carolyn Woods is James' aunt. She learned about the shooting early this morning.
And that's when I knew that it was the house. And I knew my cousin lived up in there.
Camden County Sheriff's Office says it was executing a search warrant at 46-year-old Varshawn Brown's home around 4:51 a.m. In a statement, GBI said, Camden County Sheriff's Office was executing a drug-related search warrant, knocked and announced themselves before making entry into the residence. They go on to say there was an exchange of gunfire between Varshawn Lamont Brown and Latoya Denise James. Pastor Devon Knight is also related to Brown. He says despite the preliminary report, he has more questions.
I find that very hard to believe, especially with James. Now, my cousin Sean, I'm sure he was very protective of his house, very protective of his environment. He probably was trying to protect himself, thinking it was a robber or something of that nature, and he could have exchanged fire, but I just do not believe that Latoya exchanged any type of gunfire.
And GBI also said this in a note that they will conduct an independent investigation. Once it is completed, it will be turned over to the Brunswick Judicial Circuit District Attorney's Office for review. At this point, the family insists that they believe there are details about this shooting that are still missing. Reporting live in Woodbine, Georgia, Camden County, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Wow.
Replace your notebooks.
So let's get into let's get into this body cam footage that they supposedly are being transparent about. And sound is here.
You ready?
Yep.
Cool. Over here. Sheriff's office search warrant, come in the door.
So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be hard to. And I say that for a reason, because the only person with a body cam footage is the one that's holding the shield. So this is the body cam footage of the news article, of the news video clip we just seen of the young woman who was in the house and was murdered by police. So the warrant was intended for her cousin, who they did get in custody, but they killed this woman. She was unarmed. They made no mention of her being violent, and it was a straight murder. This is in Georgia, ladies and gentlemen.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Those are the murder shots right there. You just heard them, ladies and gentlemen. This woman was sitting on the couch, minding her business, but then the security of her cousin's home. Check it out.
Get on the ground! Hold it! Got one down! Two down! Hold it! We're in front! Move! Keep moving! We're in front!
Now notice you don't see anything. And you have between a half a dozen to a dozen police officers running in this house, okay? And the only person that they give body cam footage to is the one that's holding the shield. But they call themselves being transparent. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They playing games with us every day, okay? We just went over the Andrew Brown situation in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. We see how they playing games with the body cam footage even after a court order was put in. Now we hear tomorrow that it's supposed to be released to the family. We'll see what's going on with that. But once again, within this same time region, okay, within the same time span, we have another incident that happened in Georgia, Camden County, where they have body cam footage and have no problem releasing it because they know it ain't shit to be seen. Murder shots. Those were the murder shots, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold it! Got one down! Two down! Hold it! We're in front! Keep moving! Run left! Go, move! Take the shield, go! Hold, Chris, hold! Come on! Bedroom door!
This is what they call being transparent.
Backing out! Clear! Coming out! Fuck! It's okay. Keep moving. Come on. We got things open.
Did you hear him make that expletive? Did you hear that? That's because they know they fucked up.
Come on. We got things open. Fuck! It's okay. Keep moving. Come on. We got things open. Got the back door hold. All right, hold you. I'm with you. Tinted windows, can't see through it. Watch you now. Yep. Go ahead. I got you. Clear. You got me? Yep, got you. Come on. Got you, buddy. Got you.
They're clearing every room.
Lock from the inside.
Ram up!
Ram up!
Go around. Let's just go around. I think that makes it down.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's nobody else in the house for them to kill, ladies and gentlemen. They did get the intended person that they wanted in custody. Okay, he was wounded, but there was an innocent woman who was murdered. An innocent woman who was murdered for no reason because of their shabby police work, of how they go in and take care of things so aggressively, so violently, and just go straight for the kill. That's what they about. They going straight for the kill. Straight for the kill. One more time, uninterrupted.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
That was the young woman they were speaking to. That was the young woman they was telling get on the ground. An unarmed woman who was on the couch. This is how they go in. Look how they go in. They go in straight to kill.
Sheriff's officer, search warrant, come to the door. Sheriff's officer, come to the left.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Wow.
Hold it!
One down! Two down! Hold it! We're in front! We're in front! We're in front!
Keep moving!
We're left!
Go, move! Take the shield and go! Take the shield and go! Take the shield and go! Hold, Chris, hold! Hold! Hey, come on!
Bedroom door!
Let's go!
Clear! Backing out! Backing out! Backing out!
Clear! Coming out!
Fuck!
It's okay. Keep moving. Come on. We got to do something different.
Got the back door hold.
Right. Hold you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with
It's in the windows, can't see through it.
you. Watch it, man.
Yep. Go ahead. I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Clear.
Shout outs, Wake Up America.
Got you. Come on. Got you, buddy. Got you, got you, got you.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Lock from the inside.
Ram up.
Ram up.
Go around. Let's just go around. I think sit down. You good?
Yeah. Fuck. I get hit in my leg? Shit. Fuck.
Let's see.
I'm good. Fuck, I get hit in the leg. Oh.
Secondary. Move secondary.
The bullet barrel me.
So he said he got hit in the leg, and that's apparently by the suspect that they had the warrant for. The woman who they killed that was on the couch, she was unarmed. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I showed y'all the news clip. We seen the body cam footage. They ruled that they did everything that they were supposed to do. And basically it was just a tragic event. I mean, they doing this all over America, running up in people's cribs, killing the wrong people. Do I have to say her name again, Breonna Taylor? I'm pretty sure I do, because, you know, this is what they do randomly across America. It's a shame, man. Hey, man, special shout outs to everybody in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Wake Up America. He's a heavy donator, okay? He's currently donating towards the Michaela Miller situation He would like to see all kinds of body cam footage. I'm sorry, not body cam footage. He would like to see FOIA requests of the call log, all information pertaining to Michaela Miller in that case. Unfortunately, right now, everything's on ice because they haven't released any information, not even the location of where she was murdered. So, unfortunately, until they do that, that's when things will start to become available. But shout outs to Wake Up America for getting the ball rolling on that. That's definitely going to come through once they release that information. Game for All News, welcome to the stream. Perfect Sense, moderator of the stars. Appreciate y'all. We still got some things going on, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't going nowhere yet. I'm trying to pull something up real quick. Yeah, here we go. Give me a second, because I want to get a special shout out. I started a membership about 2 months ago, and it's starting to build, and I appreciate that. And I want to give a special shout out to all my members because y'all deserve it. And matter of fact, I'm just going to run it down the line. Shout outs to Miss B. Shout outs to Med V. Shout outs to Motor City Free Press. Grateful Kicks Howard. Kevin Briniarski. Marvin Reinhardt. 69 Mommy 95. Michael Russell. Lake Speed. Grey Knight 7777. Joe Ramirez. Veronica. Save the Humans. And Worship Audits. I appreciate y'all. And for those who feel as though they want to become a member, it's just as simple as hitting that join button. All you gotta do is push the join button. If you're looking through if you're looking through an iPhone, you may have to join through a tablet or a PC. But it's just that simple as well. Hit the button.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
Yes. And moving along, ladies and gentlemen, for the meat and potatoes of the program, we have body cam footage of a young man who was in the Walmart with about 2 to 3 air conditioners in his car. He was detained and he was eventually arrested for shoplifting and additional charges. Well, my question to you, ladies and gentlemen, is just an open topic, an open review of the body cam footage. My question to you is, do you think it was a lawful detainment and should have he been arrested? A lot of things going on in the video, you know. Could it have been a common mistake? Or was he a thief? Y'all let me know. We about to jump into it. Shout outs Robert Reed.
Hey, do me a favor, just come down here. That kid earlier that was all wise when he was coming in, he's might have an issue with him.
So, as you can see, he's already going off of a hunch. The guy who was just in front of his body cam is the guy who is the highlight of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you can see, there's some kind of situation going on, all right? And it's the discrepancy between if the air conditioners were purchased or not, okay? We're going to continue because I have it titled specifically saying honest mistake or is he a thief? You know, listen, you go weigh in as much as you want on it. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong.
Well, it's not going through, so you gotta
So she said it's not going through, so you got to do it again. Remember that.
Well, it's not going through, so you gotta
So you see the air conditioners right here. I believe it's a third one under it.
I just said that. Okay. You work here, right? We already discussed it. I don't need you to get smart about it. She was just trying to help me. That's what I just said.
So he's saying this lady right here in the back, this was already a discussion. She mentioned, well, it didn't go through. You're going to have to try it again. Okay, cool. He has a little discrepancy with her because he feels as though she was getting smart with him. So they have a couple words going back and forth. As you can see, the police officer body cam is all up in the situation.
I don't need you to get smart about it. She was just trying to help me. That's what I just said.
So listen, you work here, right?
I don't work in this store. I work in North.
Okay, the same thing. Okay.
Same difference. What's your point? I just said it's not working. She's trying to help me. What's your point?
But if you know that you didn't
I didn't know it didn't go through. I'm trying to check on my phone. That's what I just
what is your name?
That's what I just said to you. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you.
You said, okay.
You're not understanding what I said to you.
So she's asking for a name when that's not even required at this point, especially from her. She's just the checkout queen of Walmart. And, you know, he is becoming a little belligerent and irate where all he needs to do is just go ahead on back and check that shit out. So, you know, does raise a little speculation as if he was intentionally trying to buy it. But law is the whole situation right here, ladies and gentlemen. Law is the situation. And is this illegal detainment and arrest that will eventually happen? This is what we want to pay attention to.
You're not understanding what I'm saying to you.
You said, okay.
You're not need to check on my phone. That's what I just
what
said.
Is your name?
That's what I just said to you. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you.
You said, okay.
You're not understanding what I said to you.
So listen, you got to walk this way. You got to walk this way, okay? I need you to walk this way.
I'm trying to purchase my stuff.
Okay, you passed the point of sale station.
I didn't put anything. I thought it went through.
He says you passed the point of sale station. I thought it was if you leave the premises, not the premises, but if you leave outside that door with any property that wasn't purchased. Now it's and where's shout outs to Stop Injustice. I put the link up. But where is what they call them? Loss prevention. Where are they? Okay, we know he's on the scene, but where are they? They should be loss prevention at every Walmart, and they should be on the scene. So it doesn't look like a situation went down through loss prevention's lens because they're on that shit. So it looks like an honest mistake. It was caught by the ticket carrier, the ticket queen of Walmart. She caught the situation. She said, well, you got to try it again. Now, the officer has butted his ugly face into the situation.
It did not, so I'm trying to bring it back up on my phone. She just tried to help me.
Okay, we're going to walk this way. We're going to step out of line.
I'm still buying my stuff.
Okay, you're not buying your stuff anymore.
I'm buying my stuff. You want to stop me from buying my stuff?
Okay, now I am going to stop you.
You want to stop me from buying my stuff?
I'm going to.
Why?
Because I have the legal right to.
Why?
Okay, I have.
Why are you going to stop me from my first one? You're within 6 feet of my space. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why you're stopping me from
I
my
did a
stuff.
unit to Walmart.
I don't care what you call a unit. I'm trying to buy my stuff. My app didn't work. I'm trying to correct that.
Okay.
Now you tell me I can't correct it.
So
you tell me I can't correct it. I'm trying to figure out why.
So he's basically saying, hey, obviously a mistake happened. It didn't go through. Supposedly he's paying through a Walmart app on his phone through checkout. Okay? It didn't go through. Now, I'm not saying this guy's not trying to slide out with 3 air conditioners, but he's also asking, well, I should be entitled to purchase this again or repurchase the situation being as though it didn't go through the first time. I should be able to repurchase these items again, being as though it didn't go through the first time when I went through checkout. It was a mistake. You clearly heard the lady say it didn't go through, so you got to do it again. What's the problem?
She just tried to help me. It didn't work. I'm trying to do it again. I just told her the same thing.
okay, so they have.
So I'm going to still buy my stuff. If you don't like it, then oh well.
Okay.
I'm going to buy my stuff. I'm going to buy the stuff I didn't purchase. What are you talking about? I don't care about any of that. I'm trying to pull up my Walmart Pay. It wasn't working because of the Wi-Fi. I took my Wi-Fi off. That's what I try to explain to you. You're trying to be extra. I'm not time for that. So I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to buy.
So he said it wasn't working because he took his Wi-Fi off.
My shit. If you don't like it, then we'll laugh.
156. Can I get a unit to Walmart, please?
I'm going to buy my stuff. You talking about? Excuse you. I'm sitting there.
All right, so far, ladies and gentlemen, we got 24 people in here. Just to see where everybody's at. If you think he's stealing, put 1 in the chat. If you think it's an honest mistake, put 2 in the chat.
Listen. If you want to, that's going to be the way it's going to go.
I don't care how I go. I'm trying to buy my shit. Okay.
That's 1 for stealing, 2 for honest mistake.
You gonna put your hands on me at Walmart? I think I care. First, you're within 6 feet of my space. Coronavirus, get the fuck out my face.
No.
How about that?
No.
Get the fuck out my face. I don't need your pepper spray.
Listen, I'm about to because
you pepper spray because you're in my space.
No.
You're in my face.
No.
You're in my space.
No.
Back the fuck up and get in my space.
Can I get a unit to Walmart, please? No, we're not going to do that now.
Now you're gonna back and get on my face. What are you talking about?
So let's just back it up real quick where he said, I'm going to buy my stuff. I came here to make purchases. Let's just hear that.
Listen. If you want to, that's going to be the way it's going to go.
I don't care how I go. Like it or well.
Okay.
I'm going to buy my stuff. I'm going to buy the stuff I didn't purchase. What are you talking about?
Okay, so they have.
So I'm going to still buy my stuff. If you don't like it, then oh well.
Okay.
I'm going to buy my stuff. I'm going to buy the stuff I didn't purchase. What are you talking about? I don't care about any of that. I'm trying to pull up my Walmart Pay. It wasn't working because of the Wi-Fi. I took my Wi-Fi off. That's what I try to explain to you. You're trying to be extra. I'm not time for that. So I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to buy my shit. If you don't like it, then we'll laugh.
156. Can I get a unit for Walmart, please?
I'm going to buy my stuff. What are you talking about? Excuse you.
That's 1 for stealing, 2 for honest mistake, guys.
That's going to be the way it's going to go.
I don't care how I go. I'm trying to buy my shit. You think I'm supposed to be scared because you're a cop?
No.
For those who don't know what the vote is, it's 1 for stealing, 2 for honest mistake.
Listen. If you want to, that's going to be the way it's going to go.
I don't care how I go. I'm trying to buy my shit. You think I'm supposed to be scared because you're a cop?
No, you're not supposed to be scared because
I listen to you. You're a cop. What are you going to look at me?
Actually, no.
Put your hands on me at Walmart? I think I care. First, you're within 6 feet of my space.
So, all right, we got 2 situations, right? And we're just going to keep it real. So he said, the purchase didn't go through because my Wi-Fi wasn't on. That's kind of funny right there because if your Wi-Fi ain't on, then you're not making a purchase. But at the same time, he's also saying the purchase didn't go through. I want to do it again. This is what I came here for. This is what I came here for, to make purchases. Now, if the door was open for him to do it, then I believe that the situation should have happened as soon as he left those doors of the building. That's when they should have approached him. That's when they should have made the accusation of shoplifting. At this point, he's still in the store. He hasn't shoplifted. In my opinion, if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me.
Fuck out my face.
No.
How about that?
No.
Get the fuck out my face. I don't need your pepper spray.
Listen, I'm about to because
pepper spray because you're in my space.
No.
You're in my face.
No.
You're in my space.
No.
Back the fuck up. And get in my space.
Can I get a unit to Walmart, please? No, we're not going to do that now.
Now you're going to back and get on my face. What are you talking
Okay.
about? Don't touch me. I'm trying to buy my stuff. You want me to buy my stuff?
Shout outs to Canada, the beautiful lumber. Shout outs to Geo. And shout outs to Successful Excellent.
My app's not working?
So listen. No.
I'm telling you now. Get off my face.
So
I don't care. I just asked her to help me, though. You just started acting crazy.
No, she didn't help me.
I don't care about a mask. What are you talking about? That's not a mask.
Okay.
Now you're asking me about a mask. I just told you my what.
Now, this is where the situation escalates and becomes concerning because, like I said, never left the store. The cop is basically going off of a hunch that he's stealing. I don't see where he stole yet. Simple fact, he hasn't left the store. Okay? The lady stopped him, which if the purchase didn't go through, then that was a good call on her. And she told him, it didn't go through, you got to do it again. He has no problem with it. But he's not allowed to do it because the officer is trying to detain him, in my opinion, for a crime that he hasn't committed yet.
Wi-Fi wasn't working. She tried to help me.
Okay.
I made a mistake. I went right back. And now you're talking about a mask? That's fucking my face.
No.
Come on. Don't touch me. I'm telling you right now, don't touch me.
Now, here we go right here. This is where tyranny begins. Unwanted touch. No probable cause. I don't see it. Anybody see probable cause? He ain't leave the store with the property. He's even willing to go through and make a second purchase just to get it out the way so it's not no problems. Okay, it was a mistake. This is what you receive for making mistakes? How many times y'all made a mistake in the supermarket, on the grocery store, or in the department store? It happens. This is what you receive for mistakes? Not even given a chance to purchase the product when you haven't even left the store? Come on, man. This is crazy.
Officer, don't touch me.
I'm about to spray. I will spray. No, you're not. No, now you're being detained.
Detained for what?
Okay.
Detained for what?
Because I have to identify you.
Detained me for what? I have one more pay. It did not work. I made a mistake and went right back to the register.
Okay.
When she raised her voice at me, I asked your girl to help me. Come on. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Listen.
Officer, you're touching me.
I will spray you.
You're touching me. Stop touching me.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not. Stop touching me. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you touching me? Like, what is wrong with you?
Listen,
What's
get
going on
your
with
hands
you?
out of your pocket.
Officer, listen. Said me. I asked your girl to help me. Come on.
He's not telling me what he's detained for.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Listen,
officer, you're touching me.
I will spray you.
You're touching me. Stop
He's threatening spraying for what? He hasn't articulated any reason why he's pulling pepper spray out, why he's holding his arm, why he's detaining him. He's not giving up none of that.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not. Stop touching me. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you touching me? Like, what is wrong with you?
Listen, get your hands out of your pocket.
Officer,
So, spoiler, ladies and gentlemen, I have to admit that he had his hands in his pocket, and you can hear the police officer say, "Get your hands out your pocket." Later, they found that he had a controlled substance on him. But, I would have to dismiss that, in my opinion, because there has to be a primary charge. And right now, I'm saying he's going off of a hunch that this man was stealing. If he never went off that hunch and that man properly make the transaction, he wouldn't be charged with controlled substance.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Listen, get your hands out of your pocket.
Officer, Stop. What's doing nothing? What's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm not even doing nothing. Stop. Stop. Stop resisting. Okay. Stop. You just stop. I'm gonna spray you in your eyes. I'm gonna spray you directly in your eyes. Just stand up. No. Stop.
Y'all tell me, ladies and gentlemen, is this justified? Is this justified right here? Are they going by protocol? Or was this man's rights violated? Y'all tell me.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Oh, I'm fine. It's good stuff.
Hold on a second. Wait.
Oh, squeeze out.
Wait a second. My impot.
Chill out. Release your hair now. Release it.
I'm going to change you if you don't stop. I don't have anything. I stopped already. Now, what's wrong with you? A woman paid their work, you're bugging on me? A woman paid? What's wrong with you? That's crazy.
All right.
Stop my AirPods.
Stop with your head.
I'm not moving.
Okay. You are.
Hang on. It's too wide. Hang on.
Stop.
What's wrong with you?
Where's his wrist?
That's crazy. I went right back to the register.
Shirt's noise.
Thank you.
I'm following you by my steps. Wait a minute. Where the guy at?
Thank you.
Can you stand me up, please? Just stand me up. Damn, dude, where you go? Why are you acting like that? Can you get my AirPod? Can you get my AirPod, please?
Walk for it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And still, at this point, they haven't told him what he was arrested for. Not even while he was detained, when he attempted to detain him.
Check his pockets.
Hang tight.
Stop. Stop.
No, what the fuck happened?
You gotta relax. Let go of your pants. Relax.
What the
Let
fuck
go of your fucking pants.
Like, seriously?
Let go of your pants. Let go of your pants. Let go of your
I can't open up my hands.
All right. No, you don't.
You have my hands. I don't have anything.
Shout outs to Leo McGuire. I don't know if he thought that I was saying he planted drugs on him. No, the drugs were found on him, but that's when they escalated it with the charges. It was, it's supposed to be a primary charge. They never told him why he was detained. They never told him why they arrested him. But now later when they find drugs or through the tussle when the drugs come out, now they make that the charge. But they can't do that because when they approached him, it wasn't no reasonable, articulate suspicion for the officer to say what kind of crime he committed. You can't call a mistake a crime. Simple as that. But the Leo McGuire, I wasn't saying that they planted drugs on him if you thought I was saying that. Shout outs to Leo McGuire.
Check his pockets.
Hang tight.
Remove me. Stop. Stop. No, what the fuck happened?
You gotta relax. Let go of your pants. Relax.
What the
Let go
fuck
of your
happened?
fucking pants.
Like, seriously?
Let go of your pants. Let go of your pants. Let go of
I
your
can't open up my hands.
All right. No, you don't.
You have my hands. I don't have anything.
Shout outs to GoFies. He says U.S. Supreme Court have ruled cops are not obligated to tell you why you are being detained or arrested. I'm checking on that GoFies. Shout outs to him for putting that information. I'm gonna see if that's 100 right there.
Hey,
That's me, like, you want to the grant? Yo, get the fuck off.
stop.
Pardon me, you don't take your cup off. Take your cup off. What's wrong with you?
No, get it.
What's wrong with you?
Why are you fighting me? Where did you die? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Get in the car. Why are you hating me? You're recorded. Why are you hating me? Oh, be in the car, no problem. Sit in the car. All right, then try to get in the car. What's wrong with you? I can't. Y'all got me stuck here. Okay. Take a seat. I'll put one place. One place. You can make it in my face. I want one more pay my work. Get in the car. God, you know, where you ticket? Where you ticket? Supervisor's right behind you, you fucking asshole. I'm gonna be the asshole. You're gonna be my asshole. Hey, Dan, you go. Wait, I got you. Let me help you. Can I help you? Get your fucking. I'm trying to have it. Wait a second. Officer, wait. I guess he walked and he tried to walk out and he asked him for a receipt. And then he fucking went back on the way. And then he walked and walked out of it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Kind of look a little OC, but did you get your canister? No. Hey, I got it. Hey, buddy. Teddy, walk this way. Hold up.
Imagine that between a radical group and city officials leaves 11 people dead. As the mayor.
So we had Go-Files. He said that Supreme Court ruled that a police officer does not have the obligation to tell you why you are detained or arrested. And I'm looking for that, and I can't find it. U.S. Supreme Court ruled that police officers do not have to tell you why you are detained or arrested. So, Go-Files, it'd be good if you could send me some receipts on that so we can dig into this. So can a police officer detain you without legally arresting you? All right, we're about to get into this real quick because we're about to see what's up with that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right.
70%. Connected to GHES Galaxy S10.
Can a police officer detain you without legally arresting you? Let me blow this up real quick. What is a false arrest? What is false imprisonment? If you believe that you have been the victim of a false arrest, an illegal detention, a false imprisonment, or another type of police misconduct in Virginia. This is Virginia. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta look up Supreme Court. Go-Files, what's up, bro? Send me some receipts on that. I need that information. Stop Injustice says she heard that too. Shout outs to Noli D. Cowie 710 said he heard it too. I'm looking for it. Oh man. Supreme Court ruled that police do not have an obligation to tell you why you are detained or arrested. So this is what I was always under. Okay, if you are being detained, this means that you do not have evidence to. They do not have evidence to officially arrest you, but they have a reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime. Okay, and they usually got 20 minutes to figure it out. It also says, let me scoot it over a little bit. If you are being arrested, you have the legal right to know why you are being arrested. Do cops have to tell you why you are being detained? So far, I haven't found anything about Supreme Court. Where y'all at in the chat? Any law that goes against the Constitution is invalid, period. Exactly. Shout out to Monica Daniels. Profiles put it out there. He said Supreme Court ruled that they don't have to tell you shit. And I was always under the impression that they had to tell you why you were being detained. They had to reasonably articulate a crime that they think you've committed. Okay? It has to be reasonably articulated with a detainment. This is what they have to tell you. And then they got to tell you if they decide to arrest you, they got to tell you what you was locked up for. So I'm still waiting for that Supreme Court ruling on police officers not having to tell you why you are detained or arrested. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Private 9, Disnuff, Geo68. What's going on? Dreaming more. If you are being detained, this means they. What'd she say? Wait a minute, I missed it. If you are being detained, this means they do not have evidence to officially arrest you. Right. We know that. We definitely know that. They cannot arrest you. They just holding you to figure out if you did it. If you the motherfucker that committed the crime. But they got to tell you, hey, we think you did this. We think you did that. We seen you coming from here. We got a call for this. And you was there in the area. You got a black bag with you. You got blood on your hands, you know. We need to hold you to the side for a minute because we really believe you're that motherfucker. And then when they put it together, they get a witness to point him out or whatever. Yeah, that's him. Everything match up. They tell him, hey, we're arresting you for murder. So I'm still waiting on that Supreme Court ruling. Shout out to everybody. Constitution is their kryptonite. Stand on it. Reasonable, articulable suspicion. Shout out to Monica Daniels. Of course, the Raz. Gotta have Raz. You know, when a police officer come up to you and he act like he want to put some cuffs on you, you ask him, what's your Raz? What's your reasonable, articulable suspicion? Shout out to Wake Up America. Right. Dream them more. You have to know to ask them. They do not volunteer information. Jason and Candles. This is America, people. Shout out Successful Excellent. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Hit the likes. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. All right, man. It's a little early for me. I can either cut out or y'all can let me know in the chat if y'all want to do a little amendment quiz or government quiz or something. If y'all want that, hit 1. If y'all cool, hit 2, and I'll bomb on out. It's the resistance, man. Shout outs to all my members. I appreciate y'all. If you want to become a member, hit that join button.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
All right, we got 27 people in the chat. I see 1, 2, 3. 3 ones for a quiz, for a trivia quiz. What the hell was that noise? Some shit just went off over here. I'm not used to that noise. I heard that said doo 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 doo. What the fuck's going on over here? I'm looking around this joint. What they installed taps in this motherfucker? And it's the resistance, man. You don't know what the fuck they doing in this joint, man. Whew. Yo, it went off again. Wait a minute. I gotta check some shit out. Oh, okay. It's the speaker. One of the speakers they need to be charged. That's all. I thought some G14 classified shit was going on for a minute. You know how they do. You run your mouth enough, they come get you. Yeah. All right, let me look for a little trivia quiz, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. We're going to go into a little First Amendment trivia.
According to Wikipedia, the First Amendment to the United States Constitution prevents the government from making laws which regulate an establishment of...
Is that right?
According to Wikipedia, the First Amendment to the United States Constitution prevents the government from making laws which regulate an establishment of religion, or that would prohibit the free exercise of religion, or abridge the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, or the right to petition the government.
No shit. Now let's get into a quiz. First Amendment trivia. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling that up for y'all. Okay, what we got here? First question. The Bill of Rights is the statement police must read to you when you are arrested. The first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. The opening paragraph of the Declaration of Independence. The preamble of the Constitution. Is it A, B, C, or D? Y'all got a free one on that because I ain't pulled the timer up. Reset the clock. Get that out of there. All right. So the Bill of Rights is the statement police must read to you when you are arrested. The first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. The opening paragraph of the Declaration of Independence or the preamble to the U.S. Constitution. And what we got going on? We got a lot of answers submitted. Let's jump into the answer. Let me put the shield up just in case I don't let the next question pop up and y'all get the jump on it. So, let's get into the answer. The answer is B. The U.S. Constitution was signed on September 17, 1787. Following much debate, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, went into effect on December 15, 1791, guaranteeing the essential freedoms we now rely on to protect citizens from excessive governmental power. So the answer is B. We're going to get into who got that right. And I'm checking the chat. Hold your horses. Want to get this right. And it looks like we got Gio with the correct answer first. Shout outs to Gio. Let me put Gio down on some paper. Gio down for one. Shout outs to Gio. Let's get into the next question. And let me hit the timer real quick. And let's go. How does the First Amendment begin? 407 years ago, when in the course of human events, freedom of speech and the press shall not be obliged, Congress shall make no law. A, B, C, or D, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Reset that, get that out of there. All right, so how does the First Amendment begin? 407 years ago, when in the course of human events, freedom of speech and of the press shall not be abridged, Congress shall make no law. Let's get into the answer. And the answer is C. The full text of the First Amendment, all 45 words, read as follows. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. And the answer is C, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who got that right. And the first person that got that one right, I'm sorry, the answer is D. I apologize. Congress shall make no law. That's the correct answer, D. And the first person to get that right is Stephen Mazur. Shout outs to Stephen Mazur. We got Gio down for one, and we got Stephen Mazur down for one. Let me throw the shield up and jump into the next question. All right, let's go. True or false? The First Amendment protects students while at school. Is that true or is that false? The First Amendment protects students while at school. The First Amendment protects students while at school. Put the timer up. Reset that. Get that out of there. And we're going to get into the answer. And the answer is true. In its landmark decision, Tinker v. Des Moines Independent Community School District, 1969, the U.S. Supreme Court, in what has become a much-quoted statement, ruled that neither students or teachers shed their constitutional rights to freedom of speech or expression at the schoolhouse gate. Answer is true. And we got J4x4M with that correct answer. So we got Geo, J4x4M, and Steve Mazur, all with one answer correct apiece. Shout outs to J4x4M, my man. Let's get into the next question. Which of the following is not a right explicitly protected by the First Amendment? Press, privacy, assembly, or religion? Which of the following is not a right explicitly protected by the First Amendment? Press, privacy, assembly, or religion? Let's go. Reset that. Get that up on out of here. Which of the following is not a right explicitly protected by the First Amendment? Let's get into the answer. Correct answer is privacy. There are 5 freedoms explicitly protected by the First Amendment: religion, speech, press, assembly, petition the government. Privacy is not a right. It is not a right, ladies and gentlemen, explicitly guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, but rather has been recognized by the court to have evolved and emanated from the recognition of other constitutional rights. And that answer is B. And we're going to see who got into that. And we look like we got Private 9. She just got on the board. Private 9, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get her on the board, because she just did the damn thing. Shout out to Private 9. Let's get into the next question. True or false, the Constitution prohibits public school teachers from teaching about religion in school. True or false, the Constitution prohibits public school teachers from teaching about religion in school. Let's go. All right. Reset the clock. Get that up on out of here. True or false? The Constitution prohibits public school teachers from teaching about religion in school. True or false? Bam. False is correct. The First Amendment prohibits government officials, including public school teachers, from endorsing or promoting a particular religion. It does not prohibit teachers from discussing or providing instructional materials about various religions and churches as part of a viewpoint-neutral curriculum where such discussions is relevant. So that's false, ladies and gentlemen. And who got into that? We got Level Wise on the board. She She got that one right first. And we got Gia with one apiece. Stephen Mazur with one. J4x4M with one. Private 9 with one. And Level Eyes that just got on the board with one. Shout out to Level Eyes. Let's get into the next question. All right. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Indecent speech on the internet, 4-letter words, obscenity, or nudity? Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? A, indecent speech on the internet, 4-letter words, obscenity, or nudity? Get that timer up on the board. Let's go. All right. Let's reset this joint. Get that up out of there. And which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? A, indecent speech on the internet. B, 4-letter words. C, obscenity. D, nudity. All right, I'm going to go with, bam, obscenity. Obscenity is a category of speech that is not protected by the First Amendment. Obscenity, however, is not the same as indecency. Profanity or nudity in the First Amendment does protect, to at least some degree, such speech. So who got that right first? Let's see who got that right first. Bam! J4x4M. And he's leading everybody with 2 correct, ladies and gentlemen. He got 2 of them correct. He's the leader on the board. Shout out J4x4M, my man. Let's get into the next question. Wham. True or false? The First Amendment protects a person's right to burn the American flag as a form of political protest. True or false? The First Amendment protects a person's right to burn the American flag as a form of political protest. Let's get that timer up. Let's go. Let me stop this timer real quick. Reset that. And get it out of here. All right. True or false? The First Amendment protects a person's right to burn the American flag as a form of political protest. True or false? So I'm going to go with true. And that's correct. The U.S. Supreme Court has held that burning the American flag is constitutionally protected free speech. Texas versus Johnson, 1989. And that's true. Let's see who got into that. At 133, when I asked that question. Okay. And the first person that got that right is Level Wives to C. Shout out to Level Wives to C. She's tied with J4x4M with 2. We got Gio with 1. Stephen Mazur with 1. Private 9 with 1. Let's get into the next question. All right. At what age does the First Amendment officially begin to protect a person's free speech rights? A, 18, B, 16, C, 21, D, none of the above. Let's get that timer up. Let's go. All right, let me reset this timer. Seems like we got a situation in the chat. Seems like some couple people are hot with TR in the chat, which means I have to go to my phone and officially check this last answer that I given to Level Wise to see. So y'all gonna have to give me some time because it's a couple people that's hot with TR in the chat. I'm gonna have to go to the official chat on my phone and not StreamYard. I can be stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that question was asked at 1:33. 1:33. And according to my chat on my phone, tuning into the Resistance channel, I have J4x4. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have Level Wise to see with that correct answer with true at 1:33 a.m. So I don't know what you guys are seeing. I don't know what's going on. I apologize if I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. But let's go on to the next question. So, question was, at what age does the First Amendment officially begin to protect a person's free speech rights? And got kind of lost on that because I had to check something, but hopefully I'll get this one right and who got the answer right. So let me see. Got a lot of bickering in the chat, a lot of bickering going on. Shouts to everybody. Appreciate if you hit that like for the bickering. Oh man, what's going on here? We got We the People that said not fair. Shout outs to We the People. So the answer is D. And from what I see, and I'm gonna check the chat again. Let me see. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I'm checking it. And the first person I got for this answer who got it correct is Gio. Gio tied with 2 with Level Wise and J4x4M. We got Stephen Mazur with 1. We got Private 9 with 1. Shout out to We the People. Appreciate you, bro. Let's get into the next question. Which of the following are true? The First Amendment prohibits government officials from establishing an official religion. The First Amendment restricts government officials from interfering with an individual's exercise of his or her religious beliefs. Both statements are true. Neither statement is true. A, B, C, or D, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the timer up. All right, let's reset that timer. Let's get it up on out of there. Wham. Which of the following are true? A, the First Amendment prohibits government officials from establishing an official religion. B, the First Amendment restricts government officials from interfering with an individual's exercise of his or her religious beliefs. C, both statements are true. D, neither statement is true. All right. Oh, I got that wrong. So both statements are true. The answer is C. And the First Amendment includes both an establishment clause that prohibits government officials from favoring any particular religion and a free exercise clause that prohibits government officials from unduly interfering with an individual's right to practice their religious beliefs as they choose. And the answer is C, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into who got that one right. Shout outs, We the People. We the People got it in. We the People is on the board. We got Level Wise to C with 2, tied with Geo with 2, and J4x4M with 2. We also got Stephen Mazur and Private 9 with 1 apiece. Let's get into the next question. All right. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Expression intended and likely to incite imminent lawless action. True threats. Clear and immediate threats to national security. All of the above. Let's get that timer up. Reset the clock and get it out of here. All right, which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? A, expression intended and likely to incite imminent lawless action. B, true threats. C, clear and immediate threats to national security. D, all of the above. So I'm just going to go on a shot with this. And I won't follow above, and that's correct. And the law recognizes that certain categories of speech, fairly small in number and defined by law, are not protected by the First Amendment and can be lawfully restricted and or punished. The categories above are among those in the unprotected speech categories. So let's see who got into that right. So we got Level Wise to C. And she's coming in with a strong 3. Shout out to Level Wise to C that's leading with 3. We got Geo with 2. We got J4x4M with 2. We've got Steve Mazur with 1. We the People with 1. And Private 9 with 1. Let's get into the next question. Can a reporter be sent to jail for refusing a judge's order to reveal the identity of his or her news source? Can a reporter be sent to jail for refusing a judge's order to reveal the identity of his or her news source? Let's get the timer up. All right. Reset the clock and get it up out of here. So, can a reporter be sent to jail for refusing a judge's order to reveal the identity of his or her news source? I'm going to say no, and I got it wrong. While both the First Amendment and so-called shield laws do provide some protection to reporters working with confidential sources and information, such protection is rarely absolute. Unfortunately, where a court decides that the law does not protect the journalist, he or she may be ordered to cooperate. Where they refuse, they may be subject to penalty, including jail time. A growing number of reporters, as a matter of principle and journalistic ethics, have gone to jail to honor their promise to a confidential source and to protect the public's right to know. So the answer is yes, they can go to jail. Now let's see who got into that first. All right. Let me put the shield up. I got to check extensively on this one. Okay. All right. And it looks as if we have Private 9 with the correct answer. Private 9, ladies and gentlemen. She's come through with 2. And we have Level Eyes leading the pack with 3. Right behind her is J4x4M with 2. And we got Gio with 2. And Steve Mazur with 1. And We the People, ladies and gentlemen. WTP with 1. Let's get on to the next question. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? All right. Use of racial epithets, ridiculing of a person's ethnicity, speech that demeans a person's gender, speech that violates a person's legal right to privacy. Let's get the timer up. Shout out to Wolfie Gladley, accountability inspector. All right, let's reset the timer and get it up out of here. So, which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? A, use of racial epithets. B, ridiculing a person's ethnicity. C, speech that demeans a person's gender. D, speech that violates a person's legal right to privacy. And the answer is D. The First Amendment does not protect an individual's rights to publish material that invades another person's legal right to privacy. The First Amendment does protect, to at least some degree, the other listed types of speech activities. And let's see who got that one right, because I definitely got it wrong. The answer is D. And it looks like we have Private 9, ladies and gentlemen. Private 9, she just tied Level Wise to C with a strong 3. Private 9 and Level Wise to C are tied with 3, ladies and gentlemen. We have J4x4M with 2, tied with Gio with 2, Steve Mazur with 1, and he's tied with We the People with 1. Let's get into the next question. True or false? The government can ban song lyrics that most people would find offensive. True or false? The government can ban song lyrics that most people would find offensive. Let's get the timer up. Let me reset that clock. Oh, so true or false? The government can ban song lyrics that most people would find offensive. And I pick false. The First Amendment protects offensive speech in song lyrics and in other published material from government censorship. Note, however, that the Federal Communications Commission can restrict material or require warning labels when indecent speech is broadcast over the airwaves. The Federal Communications Commission can restrict material or require warning labels when indecent speech broadcasts over the airwaves. So, for example, ladies and gentlemen, when I rate this program, when I'm done with you guys and rate this program, I will list it as offensive speech for saying, fuck you. Let's go on to the next question. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's check and see who got it right first. And it looks as if we have, let me see, Level Wise to C. Level Wise to C just shot up strong with a number 4. She got 4 of them right. She's leading the board. Wow. Shout out to Level Eyes to see. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Copyright infringement, ridiculing a person's sexual orientation, indecent speech, or lying? Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Copyright infringement, ridiculing a person's sexual orientation, indecent speech, or lying? Let's get the timer up. And it seems like we got more shit going on in the chat. All right. Let's reset this timer. And looks like we have another discrepancy in the chat. So I'm going to have to go back and do my best to check it out. And it's from the previous question. And that answer was false. And I have Private 9 saying she got that right first. And I'm looking and it says 148. I'm looking at Level Eyes. Now I'm going to check the chat just to make sure. Make sure I got my shit straight. I don't want to jip anybody. It's not my style. So I'm going to check this shit. And hopefully I got it right. If not, I will be staying corrected. And according to my chat, at 148, Level Wise to see got that shit right. All right, let's get on to the next question and see who got this one right. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Copyright infringement, ridiculing a person's sexual orientation, indecent speech, or lying? Copyright infringement, ladies and gentlemen. The First Amendment does not protect the individual's right to publish material that infringes another person's valid copyright interests. The First Amendment does protect, to at least some degree, the right of individuals to engage in the other listed speech activities. All right, let's get into it. Who got it right? And we got Level Eyes to see, killing them with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Private 9 with 3. We got J4x4, M with 2. We got Steven Mazur with 1, Gio with 1. We the people with 1. Shout outs to Level Eyes to see. Let's go on to the next question. True or false? The First Amendment limits the authority of school officials to strip search students. True or false? The First Amendment limits the authority of school officials to strip search students. Let's get into it. Get that timer up. All right, let me reset it for the next question. All right, true or false? The First Amendment limits the authority of school officials to strip search students. True or false? I'm going to hit wham, false, and that's correct. While the federal Constitution does restrict the authority of school officials to conduct strip searches, it is the Fourth Amendment, not the First, that protects students' rights in such cases. I'll be damned. And who got that right? Let me see. Oh, man, look like Level Eyes is on a run. She's killing them with a 6-piece. A 6-piece, ladies and gentlemen. Level Eyes to see in the lead with 6 correct answers. Shout out to Level Eyes to see. Let's get into the next question. True or false? The First Amendment prohibits private schools that accept government funding from censoring or punishing students who participate in lawful and peaceful on-campus speech activities. Let's get the timer up. Let me reset it and get it up on out of here. All right. True or false? The First Amendment prohibits private schools that accept government funding from censoring or punishing students who participate in lawful and peaceful on-campus speech activities. Let's get into the answer. Let's see. 156. 156. And it's false. The First Amendment only prohibits government officials, state actors, from restricting its citizens' free speech activities. Administrators at a private school are not government officials and are therefore not limited by the First Amendment. The mere receipt of government funding does not alter a private school's status as a non-governmental entity. Note that even though the First Amendment may not limit administrative censorship at a private school, there are often other avenues of legal protection. For example, contractual provisions, state law, etc., available to private school students. All right, let's get into who got that right. The answer is false. And we got private not. Wait a minute. Let me check. Receipt sign. So I'm checking, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like that can't be right. So it looks like it's Private 9 that got it, ladies and gentlemen. I got to give it to Private 9 because that's what I see. So shout out to Private 9. She came through with 4. We got Level Eyes to see that's leading with a whopping 6. She got a whopping 6, ladies and gentlemen. Geo with 2, Stephen Mazur with 1, We the People with 1, J4x4, M with 2. Let's get into the next question. True or false? The church-state clause of the First Amendment prohibits students from praying in class before a test. True or false? The church-state clause of the First Amendment prohibits students from praying in class before a test. Let's get the timer up. Reset that clock. Get it up out of here. And the correct answer is false. The church-state clause of the First Amendment prohibits students from praying in class before a test. That's false. The First Amendment only prohibits governmental officials from endorsing and promoting a particular religion. It does not prohibit students from doing so on their own. For example, while it would be unlawful for a public school teacher to have his class recite the Lord's Prayer prior to handing out tests, nothing prohibits his students from quietly praying on their own. All right, let's see who got that shit right. Oh shit. We got Level Eyes coming through with a 7-piece. She got 7 of them things. I'm trying to figure out her reason to continue on. Let's get into the next question. True or false? Students cannot be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag. True or false? Students cannot be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag. Let's get that timer up. All right. Let's reset this clock and get it up out of here. And it's true or false? Students cannot be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag. True or false? Students cannot be forced to pledge allegiance to the flag. Now let's see what we got going on. All right. And correct answer is true. The U.S. Supreme Court has held that students have a First Amendment right to refuse to recite the Pledge of Allegiance or salute the flag during school. West Virginia State Board of Education versus Barnett, 1943. And who got that one right? It looked like we got Stop Injustice. Stop Injustice came in on the board a little late, but she's on the board. She is on the scene. Shout outs to Grandma. Stop Injustice with 1. Let's get into the next question. All right. And true or false? A press pass gives reporters a First Amendment right to trespass on private property when covering the news. True or false? A press pass gives reporters a First Amendment right to trespass on private property when covering the news. Let's get the timer up. Let's go. Well, all right. Let me reset that timer and get it up out of here. True or false? A press pass gives reporters a First Amendment right to trespass on private property when covering the news. All right, let's get into the answer. The answer is false. Journalists have no special license or privilege to break the law. Whether it's trespassing on private property, breaking into a locked filing cabinet, hacking into a private computer without consent, purchasing or using an unlawful substance, planning an electronic bug in a private room, or any other illegal act, even if done solely for journalistic purposes, the news media have no special get-out-of-jail-free card and can be held accountable for their actions. The answer is false, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks as if Geo. Shout outs to Geo. Geo got that thing right. Let's get into the next question. Which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Hate speech, defamation, profanity, harsh criticism of a person's religious beliefs. Hate speech, defamation, profanity, harsh criticism of a person's religious belief. Let's get the timer up. Let's go. All right. Let me grab this timer, reset it, and get it up on out of here. So, which of the following categories of speech is never protected by the First Amendment? Hate speech, defamation, profanity, harsh criticism of a person's religious beliefs. And what do we got going on? Who got that answer right? All right. And the answer is defamation. The First Amendment does not protect defamatory speech. Defamation, which includes both libel and slander, occurs when a person publishes a false and unprivileged statement about an individual that seriously harms that person's reputation. The First Amendment does protect, to at least some degree, the other listed types of speech. And who got that right first? Oh, my man, We the People came through with DEFA. He came through with DEFA first. He tried real hard. I got to give it to him. He came through with DEFA, which is defamation. Shout outs to We the People. We the People got that thing right. And We the People, he has two. My man. Let's get into the next question. True or false? Where a public school fully funds its students' newspaper, public high school principals have unlimited authority to dictate its content. Where a public school fully funds its students' newspaper, public high school principals have unlimited authority to dictate its content. Let's get that timer up. Let's go. All right. Let's reset the clock. Get it out of here. Where a public school fully funds its students' newspapers, public high school principals have unlimited authority to dictate its content. And I'm going to say false, and that's correct. Allocating taxpayer dollars and other public resources to support student media does not give a public school principal unlimited authority over a publication's content. As one federal appeals court has noted, a public school is clearly an arm of the state, and this single fact will always distinguish it from the purely private publisher as far as censorship rights are concerned. All right. So who got that right? Oh, man. JoJo Capone. We got JoJo Capone in the house. Shout out to JoJo Capone. We got JoJo Capone on the board with 1. We got Level Wise to C killing them. We got Gio with 2. We got Steve Mazur with 1. We got J4x4M with 2. We got Private 9 with 4. Cyber Justice with 1. And we got We the People. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. All right. The First Amendment does not protect which of the following religious beliefs? Islam, Satanism, Christianity. The First Amendment protects all of the above. Let's get that timer up. Let's go. All right. We can get this out of here because we done with that. there. Are we here? I think I lost y'all. Are we here, ladies and gentlemen? And I think we live again. All right. So, sorry for that interruption, ladies and gentlemen. But the First Amendment does not protect which of the following religious beliefs: Islam, Satanism, Christianity, the First Amendment. And let me see. Who got that right? First Amendment protects all of the above. The First Amendment does not permit the government to selectively choose which religions or churches it will protect based on their popularity or the general acceptance of their beliefs. Religious freedoms extended to one church or set of religious beliefs must generally be extended to all. So who got that right? And we got Stop Injustice with 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to declare that the winner is Level Wise to C. She killed them with a 7-piece. Following behind her was Private 9, who was coming in strong with a 4-piece. J4x4M with 2. We the People with 2. Stop Injustice with 2. Geo with 3. And JoJo Capone with 1. I want to give all y'all a special shout out. I appreciate y'all rocking out with the resistance, man. You know, it's always fun. It's always love. Shout outs to We the People, Geo, JoJo Capone, Paul Jackson, Canada the Beautiful Lumber, Dreamland Moore, Level Wise to C, We the People. Appreciate y'all. ATF 2099. And y'all know, if y'all want to become a member, all y'all got to do is hit that join button. And make sure y'all hit the like when y'all way out. Shout out to Karen Cantanella. I see you. Curtis Green, what's going on, bro? Make sure y'all stay tuned. Hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the latest live streams of the Resistance. You know I brings the juice. I brings the juice, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the likes. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody. That's right. Hit the likes and don't forget to join. I'm out of here. Love y'all.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.